How's it going, ISL channel? Freezon here. And today I'll be bringing you guys the week 12 recap. As you can hear, I don't have a co-host with me. My co-host Hayden is not here. Me and Hayden haven't made any recaps since probably week 3. The reason for that is because it took a long time. We never found the time to make the recaps. Because, of course, me and Hayden live in different time zones, and he also is kind of a different sleep schedule than the regular Americans. So it was pretty hard to find time to make the recaps. Also, the editing took a really long time, for me especially, because all the graphics had to be made and had to be redone and whatnot for every battle, and it took a long time. So I'm going to bring you guys a new type of recap video. I'll just show you guys the replays and talk a little bit about what is happening in the league. So let's just start. First of all, let's take a look at the week 11 standings. As of yet, 4 teams secured their spot in the playoffs, which are the New England Patriots, the Utah East, Dallas Victory Stars, and the San Francisco 49ers. And then there are 9 teams who still have to fight for 4 remaining spots in the playoffs. Those teams are the Texas Rhinos, the Cheeky Landos, the New Orleans Pidgeys, the Memphis City, the Rotterdam Raptors, the Atlanta Sharks, the Green Bay Pelicans, the San Francisco 49ers, and the Cincinnati Regigigas. The reason for this close call right now is because all those teams are either 5 and 6 or 6 and 5, which means they all have a chance to still make the playoffs. Of course, some teams have a little bit of an easier, have a little bit of a better opportunity to make the playoffs. So let's just head into the battles. If you want to skip some battles or want to watch the battle of your favorite team, you can press the matches right now on the screen. I'll put a list with all the matches that happened this week. 2 matches actually ended up in a forfeit, so you can't watch those matches. It's the Among Us Kingdom versus the Cheeky Landos. The Among Us Kingdom took the forfeit, so the Cheeky Landos get a 3-0 victory, which means they head to 6 and 6 in the standings. The Among Us Kingdoms go 0 and 12. The second forfeit is the Utah East versus the Memphis City. This means that the Utah East are 9 and 3, and the Memphis City is 7 and 5. There still is a chance that the Texas Rhinos come close to Memphis City, but it is a really tough task for Hayden. So we'll see what happened there. So the 6 remaining battles, if you want to skip the battles and go to the battle of your favorite team, you can just click on the battle right now. First of all, we head into the first match of this week, which is the Rotterdam Raptors versus the Green Bay Pelicans. Both teams are 5 and 6 and have a chance to make the playoffs, although the chances are really slim, because for both teams, both the Cincinnati Regigigas have to lose and the Atlanta Sharks have to lose, and both teams have to actually win. So let's head into the replay and I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so that battle ended in a 6-0 victory for me. Pretty happy with the result, of course. For me to make the playoffs, both the Cincinnati Rich Geekers and the Atlanta Shocks have to lose. The Green Bay Packers currently are eliminated from the playoffs, so we won't see them in the postseason. So let's head into the battle between the Dallas Victory Stars and the Atlanta Shocks, because that is the battle that decides whether or not I can still continue in the playoffs or Bob will make the playoffs. So let's head into the battle. The Dallas Victory Stars are currently 9-2 and the Atlanta Shocks are 5-6. So I'll see you guys in a minute. So this battle ending in a 2-0 victory for the Dallas Victory Stars. This means that the Atlanta Shocks are eliminated from the playoffs. They also go 5-7 and the Dallas Victory Stars and 10-2 this season. Xavier yet again getting a big record in the regular season. Previous seasons he went 10-0 and 8-2, and now he's 10-2. So combining the two records, in a sense. Okay, so for the Rotterdam Raptors to make the playoffs, the Cincinnati Red Geekers have to lose their match. They play the Dallas Lickies, who are 3-8 currently. The Cincinnati Red Geekers are 5-6, just as the Raptors, the Shocks, and the Pelicans were. So let's head into the battle. So there are the Cincinnati Red Gigas taking a commanding 4-0 victory over the Dallas Liggies. That means that both the Cincinnati Red Gigas and the San Francisco 49ers secured their spot in the playoffs. It means that the Rotterdam Star Raptors are eliminated. So we got our playoff contenders for the Johto Conference. There are the Dallas Victory Stars, the San Francisco 49ers, the Dev Starmies, and Cincinnati Red Gigas. Then the battle between the 49ers and the Starmies is up next. This battle decides whether the placing of the teams, because the Red Gigas still have a chance to take the 3rd seed overall in the conference. For that the 49ers have to lose. If the 49ers lose, then the Red Gigas have to play the Death Starmies, and if the 49ers win, they will play the Death Starmies, and then the Red Gigas will play Xavier and the Dallas Victory Stars. So let's head into the battle. Cornet didn't actually play this battle, I played the battle this week. It was kind of a trolley match against the 49ers. But let's just head into the replay and see you guys in a bit. So yeah, this battle ended in a 3-0 victory for the 49 Tails. This means that both the 49 Tails and the Death Stormies end up 7-5 in the regular season. This does mean that the San Francisco 49 Tails will get the 2nd spot, the Death Stormies will get the 3rd spot, and the Regigigas will get the 4th spot in the Johto Conference. This means that the current playoffs are the Dallas Victory Stars versus the Regigigas and the 49 Tails versus the Death Stormies. So let's go to the Kanto Conference, where it's a little bit less exciting because of course we had the 2 forfeits. The only few things that can happen is that if the Texas Rhyhorns win by a big margin, they will surpass the Manaphy City and guarantee a spot in the playoffs. And if the New Orleans Pidgeys win, they will also guarantee a spot into the playoffs. So let's head into the battle between the New Orleans Pidgeys and I think it is the Palestinian Emolgas, coached by Maple. So yeah, let's head into the battle and I'll see you guys in a minute. So yeah, this battle ending in a 2-0 victory with, of course, the main objective, getting Tereki on the most kills as possible. It kind of works because Tereki picked up 5 kills, ending actually 16-3. We'll talk about the MVP race in a little bit, pretty much at the end of the recap. So this secures a spot for the New Orleans Pidgeys, and then we head into the last battle where the Texas Rhyhorns still have a chance to surpass the Manaphy City if they win by a differential of at least 5 or 6. Yeah, if they go 6-0 versus the New England Patriots, which of course is a tough... The New England Patriots is a tough team to beat. So let's just head into the battle. Both teams brought pretty trolly teams as well, so let's see what happens. we're not surprised anymore. This battle ended in a 3-0 victory for the Texas Rhyhorns. It's kind of an upset because, of course, the New England Patriots were 9-2 heading into the battle, and the Rhyhorns were 6-5. But this does mean that the Texas Rhyhorns are eliminated for the playoffs and that the Manatee City made the playoffs. So let's just head into the final standings. In the Kanto Conference, the Red Division, the New England Patriots take the lead with a 9-3 and a plus 26 differential. So pretty good season for New England Patriots. Of course, last season they went 4-6 in the regular season, still taking the championship, of course. But having a regular season for a change is, of course, nice for the confidence of Burke. This does mean that he secured the first place spot in the Kanto Conference as well, because his differential is better than the rest. In second place we have the Texas Rhyhorns, who are 7-5 with a -1 differential. Sadly, they didn't make the playoffs, but it was a pretty good season for Hayden. He had a positive win-loss ratio, so he's probably happy. Then at the third place we have the Chiquilandos. It's kind of a weird story, because Will had to forfeit 3 of his games and then kind of left the season, or left the league, because his computer actually broke down. So he was gone for like nearly a month, so he had 3 to 4 forfeit losses. So if his computer didn't broke, maybe he would have ended with a pretty big win-loss ratio, and he even made playoffs. So he's 6-6 with a 0 differential. And then the last place we of course have our lovely boy, our lovely Australian Oz, who ended up going at 0-12 with a -38 differential. Spoiler alert: this does mean that he doesn't have the worst differential in the league. You'll see, guys. You will see that soon. Trust me. In the Blue Division, same as the Kanto Conference, we have the Utah Wees on top with 3-9. No, 9-3 actually, with a plus 16 differential. This means they secured the second place spot in the playoffs, because they are the winner of the Blue Division. Then in the second place we have the New Orleans Pidgeys with 7-5 plus 3 differential. This means they secured the third spot in the playoffs, and then the Manatee City securing the fourth spot with a 7-5 win-loss as well, but a +1 differential. Then the last place we have Maple, the Palestinian Molgas, going 0-12, -39. So the battle between Oz and Maple was close, but Oz won the battle because his differential is just 1 point better than Maple's. Then let's head into the Johto Conference, probably the most exciting conference we've ever had in ISL history, because of course to the last day 6 teams had to fight for 3 spots, or 5 teams actually had to fight for 2 spots. So let's just head into the Gold Division, where the Dallas Victory Stars took a commanding first place, going 10-2, the best record in the regular season, with a plus 29 differential, also the best differential in the regular season. This means they secured the first place in the Johto Conference. Second place they have the Rotterdam Star Raptors, going 6-6 with a -4 differential. Didn't make the playoffs. Same for the Atlanta Shocks, who went 5-7 with a +1 differential, and the Green Bay Palkias, who went 5-7 as well with a -6 differential. So only from the Gold Division, only the Dallas Victory Stars made the playoffs. So make us proud. Make this Gold Division proud. Then in the Silver Division we have the San Francisco 49ers in the first place with 7-5 with a +9 differential. This means they secured the second spot in the Johto Conference. They have to face the Dust Armies, who took the third place and the second place in Silver Conference with 7-5 and a +2 differential. Then in third place we have the Cincinnati Regigigas. Cincinnati is still a tough name to say for me. Don't hate on me. They went 6-6 with a +9 differential, so a pretty good differential for a 6-6 team actually. In the last place we have our new coach, who replaced the Seattle Superiors, which is Aram, of course, the Dalek Licklickies, going 3-9 with a -17 differential. So this means that the playoff bracket will look as follows. The Kanto playoffs looks as follows. The New England Patriots, I'm screwing over all these names, will be facing off against the Manatee City, so Burke vs Scam, the rematch of the Season 2 finals. So that's going to be a pretty exciting battle. Then in the other quarterfinal we have the Utah Wees facing off against the New Orleans Pidgeys. The Utah Wees coming off a pretty strong season, and of course the New Orleans Pidgeys also made a good name for themselves after they had a pretty rough season in Season 2, of course. Then the quarterfinals for the Johto Conference are the Dallas Victory Stars taking on the Cincinnati Regigigas. Yeah, just a regular battle. Both of these teams made playoffs 3 times as of right now. So it's the 3rd time they're in the playoffs, and they will face off against each other this time. In the other quarterfinal, however, we have some newcomers to the playoffs. Both the San Francisco 49ers and the Death Star Armies never made the playoffs. Of course, Boo was in the league for 2 seasons, and this is the first season for Cornet and the Death Star Armies. Nevertheless, they will be facing off against us in the 4th quarterfinal, and the winner of that will play the Dallas Victory Stars versus the Reggie Gigas. So let's head into the MVP race. We'll just discuss the top 3 really quick. Number 1, this Pokemon was actually already the MVP prior to week 12 because it had 19 kills, and then in second place there was, I think Megalopony was there with 12 kills, so no way in hell Megalopony could surpass the Mega Pinsir. Mega Pinsir, of course, coached by Utah Weeze and Gavin, going 19 and 6 with a plus 13 differential. So showing why Mega Pinsir is a threat in the draft format. And in second place we have a pretty surprising Mon. Of course, it is a strong offensive Mon, but I think most people underestimated it kind of a little bit. It is striking on from the New Orleans Pidgeys, goes by Blaze, going to 16 and 3, so pretty beastly differential if you ask me. Of course, also a plus 13 differential. Picking up 5 kills in the final week kind of helps you boost up these ladders. Then in the third place we have Megalopony from the Cincinnati Regigigas, coached by Damon, going 13 and 7. This means they have a plus 6 differential. All these mons, I think Mega Pinsir and Megalopony were kind of, yeah, people thought they would be top 10 at least, because of course they're really strong mons. Sadly enough, the previous MVPs, which are Mega Altaria and Mega Charizard Y, Mega Altaria did pretty well, Mega Charizard Y didn't do so well. Mega Altaria actually ended up in the 10th place of the MVP race. We can kind of talk a little bit about the rest of the top 10. Azumarill from the Death Star Armies went 12 and 7 in 4th place, plus 5. Scizor from the Atlanta Shocks went 11 and 6 with plus 5 as well. Then at number 6, Mega Charizard X from the Death Star Armies going 11 and 10 with a plus 1. Then in 7 and 8 we have 2 mons that belong to Birkin and New England Patriots. And 7, Thunderous Therian with 10 and 2 actually, ooh, mind my words. And then a plus 8 differential. Number 8 we have Infernape, also of course from the New England Patriots, going 10 and 3 with a plus 7 differential. Then at 9th we have Excadrill, coached by the Rotterdam Staraptors, yours truly of course, going 10 and 6. Pretty proud that I actually made a top 10 mon this season. I'm happy. With a plus 4 differential. Then at 10th place, I already kind of said it, we have Mega Altaria, coached by the Green Bay Pelkias, going 10 and 6 with a plus 4 differential. If you combine actually all the seasons together, so season 1, season 2 and season 3, Mega Altaria picked up the most kills in all the season combined, so that's kind of a fun thing to know. So now that you guys are caught up on the regular season and know what will happen in the playoffs, I will see you guys next week when I'll be discussing the playoffs and probably some more stuff. There's more stuff to come. I'll probably upload an update video of what is going to happen in season 4, because season 4 will have some big changes. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the ISL channel. Also subscribe to all the coaches. Links to their channel you can find down below. So I will see you guys next week, of course, and yeah, see you guys now, guys. Goodbye.